Why effort is necessary in that preparation to recognition in your heart, that transformation, that establishment in your heart. It takes time usually. Hardly ever it's happening just in one moment. But usually it takes time to bring that mind to your heart, where your prayers and environment and everything can be perceived right way, where you can see the things how they are, no, not how your imagination showing you in the mind, how those pictures from the past, from your mind presenting you this. We're living very long and we gather lots of different images, pictures inside. Different traumas, different experiences make imprints inside. So we perceive reality and reacting towards reality through that filter. We not see things how they are. So effort is necessary to bring that mind with all this content back to heart and be established in your heart, like being one point. So during the prayer, your mind not jumping like a monkey here and there, not identifying with this content of the mind, once with pain, once with some uncomfortable feeling, once with something else, once with another thing. Because this is what's happening with the mind. That's why many people never recognizing themselves. They saying there is no God. But what is God? God is to be established in your heart and perceive environment, life, through that peace, through that tranquility, through that taqwa of Allah. Then we have trace and taste what is God. When you are in, let's say, Ramadan, you're standing on Taraweeh in those rows, you pray, Imam reciting the Quran. While you are established in your heart, you are in your heart. You are like in one single point, not moving from that place. And your mind not identifying with anything else, just is that space. Then you may perceive recitation of the Quran right way. Then you may perceive prayer right way. Then you see all of it is very pleasant. The same is with fasting. When you are in right place in yourself, there is no suffering there. There is no pain. Pain only comes because we humans identifying with the content of the mind. Sometimes with the past, sometimes with some pain, sometimes with some uncomfortable feeling, that mind jumping from one to another. And when it's identifying with something, it's bring you that feeling, it's bring you that experience, simple as that. So we may say that mind, that conditioned mind, is in a way something which needs to be dismantled. Like it is a little bit like an enemy, because you want that goodness, you want that peace and love, you want to feel well, you want to function well. But you see, because you got that content of the mind, and you cannot be like in one place, you cannot be like still inside, then you have to go through that smash up. And this will be bringing you different experiences, sometimes unpleasant. You have to clash with people, sometimes badly. But while you are on the track on that journey of purification, you pray regularly, then you are protected. There is another energy in you, that godly spark energy, which when something like that happening, it always will be in your favor. In those moments, that positive energy clashing with that negative energy, and purification takes place, you gaining more space inside, and in the same way you are more and more able to trace those things inside, because the mind behaving in such a way is like shapeshifter. Like I said, jumping from one object to another. We got many objects in the mind. While we identifying with those objects, and we cannot be like that space, relax inside, be peaceful, then life is not pleasant. Your prayer may be not heard, be not pleasant. Your Ramadan may be not pleasant, because there is coming identification with the mind, with that content. We are not the content. We are that space, that loving, peaceful space inside. And once you have glimpse of that, or you have touch with that, you see there is something else in you, something very pleasant, something which you want to be, which you always was. But we somehow get that identification with that mind. And that's the problem. We may understand things, we may understand how things are, but we may not be able to be this way because we got this content in the mind. And that content don't want to go easily. It's simply behaving the way like it want to fight with you. You want to be certain way, but you see you cannot relax. You see, you are identifying with different things and you cannot find yourself. You don't know what to do. In many moments, you simply don't know what to do to approach this correctly. For which cloud you have to look inside, because this is like it attaching itself to different clouds, and sometimes those clouds are not visible. You're looking inside and you simply cannot trace what's happening with me, why I cannot relax, where is this, what this does inside, that I feel this way. Usually we have to feel the feeling, recognize there is some feeling somewhere, and just put attention on that feeling. With that awareness, it is not easy. Every one of us will have to go through that journey and taste that and see how hard it is to just simply relax, because what we need is to relax inside and allow that awareness, that space in us, to take us for that journey, to just guide us. That's how I perceiving and seeing since around 10 years. Definitely I had glimpses of beautiful taste inside, and from time to time I'm connected more deeply. So we're going in that journey to just quite often create that space, or space needs to create itself. That's why we have to go through those smash-ups. We have to pray, we have to meditate, we have to keep observing our mind, because that content is huge. And when you observe and you find yourself in the right place, that mind, observed mind, is dismantled, is like transformed. It's like soaking into your heart, and more good space, clear space is created inside, and more easily you can relax and observe and pray and listen recitation of the Quran. That's the process is about. It's not easy process. Once we gather this, it's not even easy process, and I would say additionally to that, more harmful sins, corruption, imprints are inside, then harder journey will be, because that mind behaving intelligently against us, against its own host, that's negativity become intelligent in a way. But if that negativity is transformed, then beautiful things coming out of this, useful things for that world. Assalamu alaikum.